All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Everything good? Hey, this is the first episode of Cutting with Duce. My episodes will involve me alongside with a juvenile between the age of 12 and 18. And we'll discuss the urgency in the neighborhood, their outlook on life, their way of seeing the culture as being a minority, and interacting with the police department. We'll also see on ways how to make that come together and we can grow in unity as one. So this is the first take. So y'all enjoy it. Feedback is a must. Y'all stay tuned and we'll get this one rolling. What up, what up? I'm good. Come on in, have a seat, get this thing started.
Sure.
Everybody good?
Yeah, we chilling, man. Chilling. What's going on with you?
I'm straight right now. Trying to get everything, together. Dealing with this issue in America and still trying to keep my little young buzz off the streets. We gonna make it.
Already, man.
So what's been happening?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, trying to stay out of trouble, man.
All right, so we'll get this right. Last year you graduated.
Yeah, 20.
19.
Yeah, 19.
So between last year and now, how's life treating you?
Man, really, it's just
You working?
not no more. I was, but got out of that.
You just hanging out with
Yeah.
your boys?
Looking for any work I can get, really.
So, okay. You want this low, not high, just
Yeah.
medium?
Yeah.
With school and everything going on, you looking to go to college? Get a trade? What you want to do?
Yeah, I was trying to get a trade for a lineman school, but the funds were kind of crazy.
Funds.
Yeah, funds were crazy.
So since you said that, let's talk about the funds. So
Yeah.
usually we talk about funds with young cats. Y'all
Yeah.
doing some extracurricular activities.
Yeah, for
You I'm not gonna put you in the business,
sure. Right.
but I'm pretty sure you got friends too, man, who are engaged in other activities besides working at HEB and Kroger's.
Most definitely.
What are you doing with yourself to make sure you don't have that side occupation like them? How do you keep yourself occupied?
Really just staying in the house, not trying to get in the mix with everything. Trying to, just get it how I live. So the reason I'm asking is this. So with the state of America like it is now, Right.
all right, and you being considered a minority or man of color,
Right.
at this time and era, you a target.
Yeah.
So what worries you or what concerns you the most about walking out of your house, going to the store, knowing that we both know police officers in our clique,
Yeah.
but that's not who pulls us over. That's not who gets us for mistaken identity. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you and your boys coming out of the store 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Unbeknownst to y'all, which y'all don't know, 10 minutes ago, it was two guys that walked in that favors y'all,
Yeah.
what they call, you fit the description.
Right.
Y'all go in, get a coat, y'all headed back to the house. The next street over, the cops come up, they see three guys that fit the description, and it's y'all. What's your fear of getting pulled over like that or being put in that position? How do you feel?
Honestly, it's a scary moment because once you see them lights go on, you don't think nothing but to run, and
That's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Running, but I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And you know, I've been in situations like that myself.
Yeah.
Which caused me to go a certain direction, and
Right.
now I'm back home.
Yeah.
So my thing is to help you guys that's coming up to understand the relationship with the police department or try to establish one and that with one in the neighborhood. So right now I'm just trying to get a feedback of what you think we can do.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can have a structure with the police department that's going to allow us to, let's say, communicate or respect? Let's use the word respect.
Right.
respect each other most of it. When you see 3 guys, you got a report that's saying 3 guys that did it.
Yeah.
Don't just pull those 3 guys over. You might want to go to the scene
Right.
and have somebody else call back and say, hey, I just saw 3 guys. Pull those guys over while I talk to the guys in the store and see if that's more of a description. Because 3 guys don't mean it's the same 3 guys.
Right.
You know? So we're trying to build something that's going to help, help us as a whole. That's my whole outlook.
I mean, I feel that, but, at the same time, too, most police don't always think like that. They see, like, say you said, like, that store was just robbed, and they're going to think, like, they're closest to the scene. You said it 10 minutes ago. They're going to automatically assume, and, they have reasonable suspicion anyways, as it is. So that would be the biggest problem of it all, is that reasonable suspicion.
So what would you, if you had a chance right now
Right.
to talk to a police officer in that moment, what would you tell him?
You need to come about it like a different way. Like, you need to, exactly like you were saying earlier, like, go to the scene first, figure out what's going on, and then, report back, and see what's up. But other than that, there ain't really much else they can do because, they got a human mind, everybody's human.
Right.
So.
That first thing is to react now. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. That's.
They'll arrest you right now, take you downtown,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure it out once we get downtown.
Yeah, that's their motto.
What's your look or outlook for your generation on how we can stop it?
Yeah.
And what's your outlook on the nations, meaning just say the world,
Yeah.
on how the world is acting? Because you got people in France, you got people in Germany, you got people in the UK, you got people all over the world that's in a unified protest now to stop racism, the whole segregated part of the world that's doing it. They're bringing down now the Confederate armies. Different statues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For your generation coming up, my generation went through it. I went through it education-wise, growing up in southern Mississippi.
Yeah.
What's your outlook of hope? Or what do you see in your age as hope for keeping this nation or for bringing the nation together and keeping it? Because you and I both know that you got classmates.
Yeah.
When I had classmates, it was black and white.
Right.
You got classmates, black and white, black and Mexican, Asian and black, Asian and white. The whole world is mixed up coming up. So what do you see through your eyes that's going to help this nation grow in the next 10, 15, 20 years when you guys are in power?
I honestly think that the whole justice system needs to be redone because this can't be happening, can't be going on for too long. How everybody's coming together, that's what we all need to do to change this, People are losing their lives for the most unnecessary reason, really, and it's just not fair,
Yeah.
That's the hardest part about it is that it's not fair.
I scream it now more than I did when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And the overall thing to me is that you guys are my generation's kids who went through we thought was the last of it.
Yeah.
I came through an era I was born, Dr. King passed. I just missed Kennedy getting killed.
Yeah.
Malcolm X being from Mississippi, Medgar Evers was our monument.
Right.
And then you guys got Trayvon Martin, Edwards, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor, and now George Floyd. Not to miss the rest of the guys who have passed since you've been in school.
Right.
It's bad to say that every year you're probably in school, 2 or 3 minorities were killed.
Yeah, most definitely.
So my thing is a hope, really, for your generation to what y'all see now.
Yeah.
It's just to come together. We got blacks and Latinos. We in the same neighborhood.
Right.
We even got whites in the neighborhood who associate with us.
Yeah.
But they will have that chance to move on. I'm just being real. The white guy, the white girl in our class that we with now, their chance of survival out is what it is. They won't have those opportunities to come across police incidents like we will.
Right.
you and I leave out of here right now, and on the way home we can get pulled over just because we fit the description.
Right.
You know, so I don't want y'all's future to be totally outcast, but I
Yeah.
want y'all to do something with the future.
Right.
Like you were saying, there's a change. They're changing laws now, thank Sylvester
Yeah.
Turner. But as a nation and the whole judicial system, period, there has to be a branch to say, hey, man, we stop. It's over
Right.
with.
Yeah.
You know, the rioting is going on. I even want to say the looting.
Yeah.
But just the ignorance of tearing up
Yeah.
and doing stuff that I don't think is right.
Right.
But at some point, man, when anger is in,
Yeah.
anger comes out at some point. You can only hold your breath for so long.
Yeah.
And that's why I think on the world effect is that racism don't exist in the United States.
Yeah.
You know, it's in the UK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's in Sweden. It's in Germany. It's
Yeah.
in Russia. I think just that as a whole period, people are just sick of it.
Yeah.
And I more so thank you guys because you guys don't even deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't cool. That's my sister.
Yeah.
Well, she's black. That's my sister.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so-and-so. That's my sister. That's my
Right.
brother. You know, so now the balance is open. We got to do something in order for you guys to survive. You
Yeah.
know, your little sister to survive. Right now is the most tender time in America, and we need people, you know, to wake up and adjust and realize that at this point in the nation, tomorrow ain't promised because we're killing ourselves.
Right.
You know, so I just want to get your input just on, you know, on that part
Yeah.
to see how you feel, you know, to adjust, and maybe we can work on something and we'll figure out before this show is over with your final thoughts on the input, and we'll see what's going on from there.
Well, like I was saying before, it's really just the change needs to be us coming together, because it's really our people killing our own people, you know, and that's the saddest part. You never know, because if you're a cop and you're living down the street, you're living on the street, and say your neighbors are getting into some stuff, and you know them for so long, and they're masked up doing the wrong thing, and you end up, you know, shooting them, and you don't even know until you take that mask off.
Right,
And it's
right.
like they're going to like shoot to kill basically,
Right.
and that's what makes it like the like, I wouldn't say like the hardest part, but like the most unnecessary, you know, thing is that they need to identify the problem and figure out what's going on, you know.
Right. Right.
So
Right. I know just from researching TV, I've been
Yeah.
watching my own self, and it seems to me like the level of respect on either side,
Yeah.
it's not there.
no,
It's not there. We may know we know a few police officers.
Right.
If I see him, hey, what's up? The next cop that rolls by, he don't get that same, hey, how
No.
you doing? I don't know him. I don't know his mind state. I don't
Yeah.
know what he thinks of me, and vice versa. And that the cop that we know, I pass by somebody else and look at them differently.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we know one cop, we know we're cool with that cop.
right,
Or we know 5 cops and we're cool with these 5 cops.
yeah,
But that 6th cop that don't know us may put us on the news.
right,
Or we may put them on the news.
yeah,
You know? So the level of respect in the community, I guess. And it makes a big, big difference when the cops, only time you see them in the community is when something's going on.
yeah,
I know when I was growing up, I lived on Broadway.
yeah,
And the cops patrolled every day.
for sure,
Whether it was a fight, whatever, or it was just a good day outside, they patrolled.
right,
And I can't remember his name. I want to say his name was Reese, Officer Reese.
Yeah.
Was a white cop. And we'd go to Ram's Ice Cream on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I went in and I threw a paper out. And me and my brother were buying ice cream.
right,
And he put his hand on the money and told the lady behind the counter, I got it. I'll pay for him.
yeah,
It gave me a different look at 12 years old, bro.
right,
That, oh, man, he bought us some ice cream. So I went back and told my mom and dad, hey, we bought us some ice cream.
yeah,
You know, but I knew if something happened in the neighborhood, right there in that moment, I could go to Officer Reese.
right,
And then as I got older, I saw Reese later on, and I bought him lunch. We were at Olive Garden. I bought him lunch one day.
Right.
He didn't remember me, but at 12 years old, I remember what he did to me.
right,
And I shared it back with him. But that same line of communication, that same line of trust that one officer gave me made me look at the whole police department like different.
right,
But we don't have no communication like that. You don't see cops on a daily basis unless they're getting shot on TV through
Yeah.
a news camera playing basketball with little kids.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
No.
Our police departments, period. Not just HPD alone, but in Maryland, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, in Philly,
Yeah.
in California. There, you don't see that. You might see one, and when you see what happens to it, it goes viral.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to change that. We got to change that.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. I mean, that's a good experience to have, especially with the police, because you know not everybody gets to have that kind of first time experience when it comes to police or any type of, you know, person that serves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does give you a different look, because like you said, we do know cops that are friends with us, and when you come around a different cop, you don't know what their intentions are, what their mindset is, or you know what they believe in or anything like that, because not everybody has the same mindset.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Yeah. And wrapping this up,
Yeah.
we've already established it's a problem.
Yeah.
That speaks for itself. What can my generation do? More importantly, what can your generation do?
Mm-hmm.
And what can the police departments across the country do to, I guess, solidify, unify us as a whole or as a nation?
Yeah.
Or even just right now, our concern is with Houston PD,
Right.
the constables, the sheriff deputy. What do you think we can do to help them understand us,
Yeah.
and also help us to understand them?
Yeah. Well, first of all, from my generation, what we can do to like help solve that problem is we need to come together and vote. Vote for what we need
Okay.
to get done, and so we won't have problems like innocent people dying, getting shot and killed, or
You have reforms put in bills
you're right.
place. Okay.
Yeah. And we need to start from scratch. We need to redo that. We need to, you know, rewrite that whole little justice system, because it's not right. Like I said, innocent people are dying, and people are losing their family members, and any type of community as it is, it's not right, and it's unfair to people that pay their taxes, that do what they do. They live the right life, as they say, you know, and they don't do nothing wrong, and people are dying. So that's what we should do. And for police to understand us, I think that we need to like always, you know, carry IDs and stuff like that, and you know, so they know that they, you know, they can be a little bit less worried whenever they walk up to the car or walk up to a group of people, and you know, we need to just come about it the right way, because we only have one life to live, you know, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to just go around and
On tippy toes,
Yeah.
worried about, can I go here, can I do that?
right.
So, what do we tell our police department? What do we tell them? What can they do to let us know? And this is a touchy word, with safe. What can they tell us to let us know, hey man, you guys are safe? I'm just actually, I just so happen to drive up behind you. I'm going to the same store. I'm not
Right.
coming to arrest you. I'm not coming to, you know,
Right.
to aggravate you.
Right.
Or take you off your balance. What can they tell us to put us at ease?
That's a hard one, because from the
Damage has been done.
It's
Yeah, and wow, I hate to say that,
Yeah.
but we got years apart.
right.
This is something. At 53 and 19, we have the same fear,
Right.
and we have the same fear. He's behind us. I'm gonna turn in and stop and go,
Right.
and he comes right behind us, park next to us, and sit there.
Right.
We'll go in first, then they'll get out.
Right.
My first thought is, damn, is he running my plates?
Yeah.
Or, I know he ain't got no warrants out,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to figure out what he's putting in that computer,
Yeah.
and he's looking at me. He ain't acknowledging a smile or, hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
That when I come out the store, he's not going to harass me.
Right. Like looking for an issue.
Yeah,
Or,
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. So, hey, man, what can we tell him? What can we tell him to put us at ease. Cause like we said, the damage has been done now. That's a hard yoke for decades. Ranging from the 50s, man, from the 40s and the 50s, from the lynchings to the water hoses to the shut-ins to the marches on Selma to recently to the march at City Hall here in Houston. And Chief Acevedo, big ups to you. But what can we? Everybody's not like that. But what can they tell us to ensure that we're safe when we're already damaged? That's not a question no more. That's more of a fact now because is it something they can tell us?
I don't think there is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if there was to ever in the world to be like a reset button.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So that's hypothetically, we're at a reset button.
Right.
Where would you start the reset at?
Way back before slaves and all that, white man, all that, like conquering like Columbus, like
he was the last. We got started back before him.
Right. We would have to go. Yeah, we would have to go way back then.
So we'll go right before Eve took the bite. Right. We'll reset right there and try.
Right. I mean, it's just,
try it again.
It'll have to be.
All right.
It'll have to be completely wiped. Everything, the slate has to be completely wiped clean.
Right. Well, we gotta change. We gotta shout right now.
Right.
Hey, man, this is Joey Castillo.
Yeah.
And of course, your host Duce Bagget. This is Cutting with Duce. Y'all join us. We'll be back with another episode, and we'll pick apart the brain of more of our adolescents, man, to see where they are in society, see their take on society, what needs to be done in the justice system to protect them. What can we do to protect our cops when they come into our neighborhoods? One bad cop, man, don't stop no show. You know, everybody's good in their own intent. It's just what happens after the intent on the action, and we understand that. Also, we'll touch on some more things. We got sports getting ready to come up in a couple of weeks, and maybe I'll quiz them on that, their take on COVID-19, and then some more stuff. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks again. This is Cutting with Duce, Joey Castillo. Thanks, brother.
For sure, man.
No problem.